Holy biggest moment in pro motocross this season just went down at Spring Creek. Jeremy Martin getting the last moto win. It's the last race of his career. What a way to end it. Fairytale ending. Can't script this any better, man. So many more things happen at Spring Creek, though. So let's get into it in this episode of Off the Rip.
Oh me, oh my, cut dope, gon' need more quiet now. Off the rip.
So breaking news, Aaron Plessinger will be sitting out for Washougal. We know that he's dealing with an illness. Not sure what the illness is. It's still under wraps, but hopefully whatever it is, he can heal up and he gets through this and we'll be able to see the number 7 lineup at the next round. So kicking it off with the wild moments, Justin Cooper in qualifying yeets himself trying to turn a fast lap. This had me tripping how hard the top pro riders were going down Mount Martin, the speed. If you've ever seen Mount Martin live, that thing is just like straight up vert, and these guys are just sending it off. One of those guys, Hayden Deegan, making the pass around Joe Shimoda. Tough pass. He should have hit one of these after passing him because that was nasty, but instead over the finish line he looks back at Shimoda. That was hard.
That was legitness.
So in the first moto of the 450 class, Marshall Welton is a volunteer first responder because he saved Antonio Cairoli's ass literally from burning. Cairoli was stuck under the bike. The pipe was burning into his butt. He was almost branded by Akrapovic for life. My dog, Tom Biel, can't catch a break the second moto's second weekend in a row. Off the start of the second moto, he goes down. Then we saw Joe Shimoda have some bad luck. His brakes went out that second moto, but it fell into the hands of the last moto winner, Jeremy Martin, getting the last win of his career. So sick. Fairytale ending. This needs to be a Disney movie. It needs to be a movie because what a way to end your career out on top. What's amazing about it all is that he did it at his home track. Literally his house. For those that don't know, his house is just right off to the side of the track where he grew up riding, spent countless laps. It's definitely got to be the biggest moment this season. Anyway, those were some of the biggest and wild moments from Spring Creek. So there's 3 things to me that stood out from Jeremy Martin's win. One is that he was able to break Hayden Deegan from putting up a late moto charge. Deegan charged, but Jeremy Martin decided to dig deep those last 5 minutes.
I was kind of like looking back and I saw the red number 1 with the red background, and I was like, dude, I'm in the danger zone. And I'm just like, dude, this is the last 5 laps of your life. And I was like, I raced Leadville 100-mile mountain bike race last year, and I was like, I'm sorry, Deegs, I'm going for this thing. I'll die for this thing. I'll bleed for it. So
just shows you the kind of guy Jeremy Martin is, the kind of rider and athlete. Speaking of athlete, the technique, the way of riding has evolved. A lot of riders are now riding more on the balls of their feet, the toes, versus 10 years ago, a lot of riders were riding flat-footed. It's funny to me that Star Racing told Jeremy Martin, hey, just ride like how you were riding back then. Yeah, Jeremy has adapted to this new technique, but he was also hitting his corners in a similar way to what he was hitting them in 2015, 2014. Then on top of that, relying on the past, he also used his shock setting from when he was winning championships. So they were able to find a setting for him similar to that championship bike. But I think it's just so cool that he stuck to what he knew, and that was able to help get him that last moto win. One last thing to mention is that this was a sort of passing the baton, passing the torch moment, because Jeremy Martin was Star Racing Yamaha's most dominant motocross rider. And now we have Hayden Deegan, who's Star Racing's most dominant motocross rider. And so they went head to head. JMart able to come out on top that last moto. Anyway, this could be a Hollywood movie script. It's just so many cool things, so many stars aligned. It just added that much more emphasis on this last moto win. So congratulations to Jeremy Martin. Cheers to the next chapter in his life. So did Jett Lawrence break Eli Tomac? I don't know if it was a mental thing, if it was a bike problem, I'm not sure, because we did see Jett Lawrence go down in the first moto, comes back, passes Tomac, absolutely gaps him. Tomac had nothing for him. We saw him completely unravel. But, at the same time, he's riding really good. The other riders are riding amazing as well. I just think Jett and Hunter Lawrence are just on another level. And honestly, those two guys have reached a level that the rest of the pack can't get to or will have to work towards. So hopefully to see Tomac rebound in Washougal. So Hunter Lawrence actually got the dub over Lil Bro Jett Lawrence. He was the fastest guy on the track. He had the fastest segment times in Moto 1. Moto 2, Jett just absolutely crushed it. Hunter Lawrence just needs to get that second moto win. Maybe go second in the first moto and then get the win in the second moto. But next round is Washougal. Another guy to look out for is Jake Coop. He does pretty good at Washougal. Eli Tomac looking to bounce back after 2 bad rounds. And then Chase Sexton is just wanting to build and build and build. So who do you guys think is going to be in that third spot? I'm saying third spot because the Lawrence brothers, got to give it to them. They're just on another level right now. Unless something happens to them, they'll get off the podium. But I'm going to put them 1-2. But who do you guys think will be in that third position at Washougal? Let me know in the comments. And then lastly, for Rocky Mountain Fantasy, the wild card is 10th place. My pick is going to be the Ducati rider. If he's lining up, I think he's lining up, is Antonio Cairoli. So I'm going to pick him for the 10th position. That's pretty much all I got for this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll see you guys next week to talk about Washougal. Peace.